Hi everyone, it's Joanne. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to scrapbook today and I thought I would use my newest collection that I got, Jen Hadfield The Avenue. It is absolutely gorgeous. So you can get this at scrapbook.com if you're interested. Okay, so I used this black paper that has the text writing on it, and then I gutted it. And what I first did is I cut my cut file out on the middle and then made this frame so I wouldn't waste any paper. And then I'm going to use this beautiful wood grain paper as my background. So let's get that on. And I'm sure you've seen me do this trick if you follow my channel. This is what I do to get my paper backgrounds on the frame. Just take a corner of each one and just fold over the tape protector, and this way it gives me a chance to center my background without it sticking down, because I have a problem sticking my backgrounds down on the frame without making a mess or having it stick absolutely everywhere. So I always do it this way. And this is text paper, so I want to make sure that the text is in the right direction. Alright. I was thinking I would put the wood grain this way or this way, and I decided this way would look best. So I'm just going to try to line that up as best I can so it looks good. Looks pretty even. Maybe down a little bit more. There. Then if you hold it and flatten it just at the corners, then it won't move. And then you slowly pull these out. Don't do it too fast, because if you do it too fast, sometimes it can rip in half. Oops. Okay, grab that. And then the last one. And then smooth it all out. So then it's nice and straight, and you don't have to worry about it getting stuck all over the place. So what I did is I cut this beautiful wreath out. It was a free cut file from the Hip Kit Club for October 2020. And then I used the Avenue papers and made these layered flowers. Let me show you the die. It's a Sizzix die. I'll link it below. I got it at scrapbook.com. My husband gifted it to me for my birthday. And I absolutely love this die. These are the leaves. You can see them right here. And then the reason I love this die is because one of my favorite things to do is make layered flower embellishments. But you can just put this through your cutting machine all at once instead of having to do 4 separate ones. So I really like that. It's a good time saver. So they came out like this. And then I took, let me show you the papers I used. So I used the text paper, like I said. This paper is absolutely, I used some of this in the flowers. Use this text paper. These papers are gorgeous, aren't they? I love them so much. I can't wait to use all of them. Then I also used this paper. You can see I fussy cut a lot of the flowers and I put them right here. I'll show you a close-up. And then I used this for some of these flowers. And then I also used a cut-apart sheet for some tags, just so you could see this beautiful paper. And then the other thing I did was I fussy cut these gorgeous flowers. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my god, I love them so much. I just sat and watched television, fussy cut an entire page of those out. Let me show you one. I put this together off camera because I got in an argument with this cut file and these little flowers, but I won the argument, so that's good. See, isn't it pretty when you fussy cut these out? I love them. So I used those fussy cut flowers behind here, and I love these little leaves that stick out. And then I layered the flowers using the metal die and all those different papers I showed you. And then here's the leaves. So let me show you one up really close. Pretty, right? This cut file is a little bit delicate, so I'm trying to be careful. And I glued it all together because it was just giving me problems. So I said no point in suffering through that on camera. So I put that together, and then I was having a hard time making a decision with my photos, you guys. I have this beautiful picture of my Sophie Marie. Isn't she gorgeous? I thought that would look really good because she's black and white, and this has got a lot of black in the papers. And then I thought, oh, let's try black and white photos, myself and my husband. And I'm like, that looks good. I like that too. Then I finally decided on this one because I thought the colors from the photo and these beautiful colors and the flowers complemented each other. Leave me a comment below and let me know if you think I made the right decision, okay? So that's the photo I'm going to go with, and then I'm going to show you a little trick that I use to save on paper. So these are all the scraps that I have left from making all of this. You can see I used a lot of stuff in here. So instead of throwing this away, what I'm going to do, let me move this over, is use the corners of these, and I'm going to just make it that way. And it doesn't need to be perfect because you can just go ahead and trim it, and nobody's going to see behind your photo, so it doesn't matter. So let me get my ATG gun, and I'll show you what I mean. Just put a small strip of tape just in the one corner up here, and then go ahead and grab the one that you want. I'm going to use this one because that's the way the text is going. So just grab it and put it on there. Again, it doesn't matter if it's straight because we're going to trim it down and make it straight. And then this text would go here. So I'll put some ATG on all of that and go ahead and put the rest on. So you just kind of line it up to what you've already got up here. Hope you can see that okay. And then go ahead and put this one down like this. And then last but not least, we'll go ahead and put this corner on. That way it looks like it was a full piece of paper behind your photo. Nobody will ever know because you'll never see that it was just a bunch of scraps. See? Perfect. Then I'll take my trimmer. Look at this trimmer, you guys. Creative Memories. I think I got this trimmer 20 years ago. 18, 20 years ago. Still going strong. I'm just going to make sure all my edges are perfect. Nice and straight. Do that really quick. It was nice and warm out today, you guys. We had like the windows open and stuff. So strange because it snowed like a week ago. This time of year is so odd, but I don't like winter, so that was okay with me. Alright, now that that noise is over. Okay, I'm going to put this cut file back. What I'm thinking, this cut file and the flowers that I made, there's this empty space here. So I'm going to make sure that one of these flowers is in this corner. Like so. And then I was kind of thinking that I would put a second layer, a second or a third layer, maybe both, on my photos. So I'm going to go ahead and use these scraps here, because again, you'll never see it. So let me get my ATG again. I'm only making you suffer through this boring part just so I can show you how to use up your scraps and not throw them away. Because there's nothing, I do not like cutting through a 12 by 12 piece of pattern paper. Kind of makes me sick. Isn't that silly? But you know what I mean. When you like really love a collection, you don't want to cut your paper. I think I hoard stuff too much. And then go ahead and use up some of this paper as well. And you'll notice on this one, I'm not making it even. I'm not worried about having it be all the way around all four corners. I just wanted some pattern paper behind it. And I'm just going to go and I'm going to put a bunch of glue just underneath the 4 clusters of flowers. That way it'll stay in place, give this part that I don't glue down a little bit of dimension, and once it goes in the album, the page protector will protect the rest of the cut file. All right, so that's all glued down now. It looks good. So then I'm thinking maybe the background needs a little something, so let's go ahead before I get my picture on here, because I don't want to get paint on my photo. I'm going to move these other 2 photos I was deciding on and just go ahead and put some white splatters on here. Show you what I do. This is Alt to New ink sprays. This one's pure white, so I'll just go ahead and I'm going to pour some in this little tray I got. I think I picked this up at Michael's. It was only like $2. Washes it up really nice when you're done. And I'm not going to mind at all if I get splatters on my cut file or my wreath, my wreath cut file and my flowers. I actually think that's going to look pretty cool. So I'm just going to dip my brush in, and it's kind of a bigger brush. It's not a skinny one. And I'm just going to, I don't care where they land, doesn't matter to me. Most of them are going to get covered up when you're done. It'll look fine. No big deal. It's all good. Splatters, I like splatters. White splatters on the backgrounds are beautiful, I think. Do you guys like to splatter? This dries pretty quick too. It's only going to take a couple minutes. So there's that. Now I'll go ahead and get my second paintbrush. And I'm going to put a couple more white splatters on here. Get some right on those flowers. All messy. Don't think about it. Just do it. It'll be easier that way. All this stuff in the middle is going to end up being covered up anyway, so it'll be fine. Just put a little bit in my tray. Mix that up. Isn't that a beautiful gold? And then I'm going to go ahead and put some gold splatters all over. This is a nice way to just do a tiny bit of mixed media and make sure that my flowers have a lot of that gold on it. I like to get it in the corners here. I'm going to do a video about easy mixed media. Very easy, no thought process, very little cleanup, not messy. That's my style. I love it. I thought maybe this circle would look really cute right there. What do you guys think? I like it there. And then I went ahead and put that up on some foam squares, so it's got some dimension. I'll just tuck that in right there. Yeah, that looks good. And then you guys, oh my god, look at this. I love this. This is, what would you say, the negative pieces of the cut file that were on my Silhouette Cameo mat when I was done cutting. And instead of scraping them off and throwing them in the garbage, I said, oh, those are kind of cute. Let me save them and see if they work. And I really think they work. Look. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. So then what I like to do with these is I'll find a spot on the picture and just go ahead and tuck it in the corner. Just kind of gives it a cute little look. Now that's on. I like it where it is. Maybe straighten it out. There we go. It's on. Perfect. That's where I like it. I'm thinking about maybe raising my picture on some fun foam to give it some dimension. That would look nice. No, I just love you and best friend. So I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Just going to say best friend and love you. One right on top of the other. Looks fine. And then we go ahead and stick my photo down and get my glue. Put a lot of glue on the back. Oops, almost empty. Put a lot of glue on the back so I make sure that this fun foam sticks to the ink sprays that I put on there. That's about right. Looks good to me. I think I'm going to take this house off. We'll see. Let's go ahead and put some pretty little butterflies on. I love these things. They're so cute. So I just fussy cut these from that paper, like I said, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right in the middle here. After I get it all over my hands, of course. Just go ahead and start putting some butterflies in. And I might go in and put some tiny, tiny foam squares underneath the wings just to make sure they stay up a little bit once I put it into my album. And then it looks like a good spot to put another one here. Go ahead and do that. I like to take my butterflies and put them in all different directions on the page so it kind of does look like they're flying around. Make this one go towards the photo. I think that looks cute too. Where else can we put one? Right here too, huh? Alright. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go through and maybe put some Pink Fresh Studio gems on my layout like I usually do. You'll see that in the final photos. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you like this layout and you got some ideas, at least maybe something for yourself. I'll put some close-ups at the end so you can see, but here's the dimension on the flowers. All right, thanks again for stopping by. I want to say hi to all my new subbies and hello to everyone, of course. So thank you.